So in this video, we're going to be talking about Taurus moon in the 11th house and what this placement means natally. So if you have this in your natal chart, then this is the video for you. What the moon shows in a general sense is it shows us what gives us emotional security in our charts and emotional fulfillment. It rules family life. It rules our living situation. It shows the mother figure as well and how we were nurtured and also how we feel nurtured in a general sense and what gives us emotional fulfillment. Sometimes it can show how we were not nurtured, but in the sign of Taurus, what tends to give you emotional fulfillment is resources, wealth, or financial security. So as long as you're stable materially, you are somebody that is quite emotionally stable, quite level-headed, and you're very resourceful. And you use resources in order to accomplish what it is that you want in life or in order to solve problems. And sometimes a resource doesn't have to be money or tangible things. Sometimes a resource can be a plan, something that is tangible, but that is nonetheless there that you use to solve problems. So that's something that I covered in the Taurus moon general meaning video. But in this case, we're going to be talking about what it means in the 11th house. So just because I didn't explain this in the beginning, I'm going to go into it now. But the moon also shows a resource that we use creatively in order to solve problems. And in this case, it's in the 11th house, which is the house of logic, systems. It rules technology and innovativeness, or ingenuity, I should say. And it's ruled by Uranus, which is the planet of sudden change, disruptions, new technologies, new wealth, new things. So anyways, when the moon is in the 11th house in Taurus, this indicates that you are a intuitive individual, and you tend to have a strong intuition. However, you like to use logic in order to confirm your hunches or confirm what your gut is telling you. And you use logic as a resource in order to do so. So the logic turns your intuition into something real, tangible, or practical that can easily be executed. And that's kind of the approach that comes to mind when I think of this placement. So again, the moon in Taurus shows an area of life that we turn into a resource. And in this case, it's the 11th house, which is about logic and complicated forms of calculation. Some of you guys may even use technology in order to create wealth, because the 11th house is about technology, Taurus is about wealth, and the moon shows something that gives you stability or security. So maybe part of your income or maybe part of your investments is in technology, and maybe you use technology in order to enhance your lifestyle. That's another thing, because you guys will tend to be tech savvy or have an emotional connection to technology or intuitive about technology. And like practical about it. You guys know how to solve problems using tech, which is not a skill that all people have. Now, the other thing that the 11th house rules is it rules groups, it rules networks. So a lot of times you guys leverage your network of friends, associates, peers, colleagues as a resource. And you guys know how to turn that network into something practical that will accomplish some sort of objective that you have. So you guys can rely a lot on other people in your network when it comes to accomplishing goals, especially larger goals. Maybe not your day-to-day life, but larger scale dreams and aspirations. You guys have that resource because a lot of your network tends to be people that you can depend on, because you guys have Taurus in the 11th house. Now, something I said earlier in this video is that the moon here in the 11th house in Taurus shows that you guys are intuitive, or creative to a certain extent, or you guys have what's the right word for this? Intuitive gift to a certain extent, or you guys like to navigate life using your gut feelings. Because the reason why that is because the natural sign that has the 11th house in Taurus is Cancer. Cancer is the sign of intuition and our personal feelings about things. So Cancers can sometimes have an approach to life that is quite reserved, or that is subjective to a certain extent, and they really go based on their emotions and how they feel. But not all of you guys are Cancer risings, but the moon here in the 11th house in Taurus is a Cancerian aspect about yourself. And so you guys have that intuition. But how Cancers turn their intuition into something practical is if they're able to detach from their emotions and use logic to filter their intuition. And not all Cancers have that ability, but it shows that Cancers that do that are very resourceful, very practical, and also they're able to create wealth and create tangible outcomes that other people respect and that other people can relate to. And so you guys are the definition of that, because whether or not you have strong intuitive gifts, whatever intuitive feelings that you have, you like to back it up with logic, and that confirms whether it was a good idea or not, or if the conclusion made sense. So anyways, that sums up what I wanted to talk about for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, or you saw yourself in any way in this video, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more content if you would like to. Now, for natal chart readings and inquiries, the link is in the description to my Patreon, where I occasionally post other videos, but more importantly, I do a free natal chart reading for each one of my Patreon subscribers. It is private, of course, and only sent to you. So if that interests you, definitely check that out. And other than that, I appreciate you guys watching and supporting this channel in any way that you do. And I will see you guys sometime soon in another video. Peace.